I've just got in the best shape of my life, and now I'm on holiday here in Spain, just south of Marbella. So many people wonder when they go on holiday how they're going to maintain their results, if they're going to go back to square one. So in this video today, I'm going to take you guys through a day of training and nutrition for me after just finishing my transformation and coming here on holiday with my family, and show you exactly how you can maintain your results and stay in the best shape of your life, and make sure you're making this a lifestyle now instead of just staying in this yo-yo cycle again and again and again and always losing your results. Just at the moment getting some pre-workout food, so just fueling up with some chicken and rice. Obviously a lot of people think this is the standard gym meal, which it probably is. It doesn't have to be boring though, guys. You can add some sauces in and change it up. It doesn't have to be the same bland meal every single time. So having a bit of a fuel up, and then gonna head over to the local gym. It's not anything fancy, but it gets the job done. It's got some good machines in there, you're gonna see, so it's pretty good. And want to talk about today really standards that you set for yourself in life, and how I believe that your fitness is the foundation to that, with your training, your nutrition, and how that overlaps really to all your other goals that you have, whether that is in your career or with a business or whatever your real purpose is. If it's to lead your family, I really believe that your fitness is the foundation to all of that. That's really my mission, and that's our philosophy of JHF, which is my coaching program. So going to be running through that today. And the reason why is because, like I said, I'm here on holiday at the moment, but still getting it done in a reverse diet phase at the moment, which all of our clients know is the phase that comes after your fat loss phase. So this is very important to make sure that you are maintaining your results and you're not gaining loads of unnecessary weight after a fat loss transformation. You need to make sure that you're reversing out your diet properly so that you can maintain your results and just reset your metabolism. So that's what I'm going through at the moment after getting in the best shape of my life, which I'll put a transformation photo of me on the screen now, showing my transformation. Pretty happy with how it's gone. It was a big push, and now it's just important, even though I'm on holiday, to make sure that I'm reversing properly and keeping to my standards. One thing I will say as well is what a lot of people think is they take this all or nothing approach, and I used to be the same as well. And this is how I'm able to stay on track during holidays. As I just showed you guys what I'm eating right now, obviously I'm on holiday at the moment, and this is not what every single meal looks like, okay? But also it's not the other side of things. It's not completely out the window. A lot of people just think because they're out of their routine that they need to forget everything that they've learned. So it's important to have balance and flexibility, because that's where you're going to thrive long term and be able to do things like this. Come on holiday with your family and not throw away your results. Obviously, I'm not pushing at the moment. I'm not in a fat loss phase. I'm in a reverse phase, so it's a little bit easier. But even a lot of our clients, what they'll do, they'll go into a maintenance phase when they go on holiday with their family, so they have more flexibility. But you need to learn how to do this and have more flexibility within your lifestyle, because it is a lifestyle. And what a lot of people do is they'll do things like fitness challenges, whether that's 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 10 weeks, whatever it is. They'll do it, and then that'll be their mindset going into holidays, and they'll think, oh, I can't stick to what I was doing before because it's so strict and generic and not built around me, not including different foods, so they won't know what to do, and then they'll go back to square one. And that's the cycle that unfortunately a lot of people fall into, and then they can't enjoy themselves with their family, which is their whole goal in the first place, is to be there more for their family. And then when they're with them, they're actually not present, they have no energy, because they've just been destroying themselves on generic plans. So that's what I just wanted to run through, because obviously this meal is not every single meal. I'm going to be having some very nice foods, don't you worry, on this holiday, but for now we're just having a bit of balance, just to balance things out, having the lovely classic chicken and rice, as I was saying before. But I just wanted to add to that. We'll see you guys in the gym. Okay, so we're on the way to the gym now, going to the local gym. I'm going with my little brother, who is behind the camera, and we're going to hit a pull session. So this is going to be back and biceps. So at the moment my training split is push, pull, legs, and then a chest and back day, and then a shoulders and arms day. So today is pull day, day 2, and we're still getting it done in the routine here on holiday. And the reason is to keep the foundations laid. A lot of people say, Jack, or whoever it is, why are you still going to the gym when you're on holiday? You don't need to be going in 5 days. That's what I like doing because I'm here with my brother. We do it together, so it's part of it, just being with family. And the important part of this is staying in shape whilst you're on holiday. So many people's motivation of why they want to get started with their fitness journey is for their family and having energy for them. And that's a big part of my motivators as well. Why would I want to be showing up as a worse version of myself? And even more so, when you're here with your family, why would you be wanting to stop doing the things that have allowed you to have more energy for them? So that's exactly what we're doing today, and we'll be at the gym very soon. And what a lot of people don't realize is the workout isn't the goal. It's really the goal is creating the standards for yourself and living by those standards so that it just becomes a habit. Big pull session, let's go. All right, just starting off with a quick warm up, and then we're gonna go into some pull-ups. You don't need to have a crazy warm up or spend hours and hours in the gym, but just something to get you warm and have a routine that you can be consistent with. And then most of your warm-up's gonna be done, to be honest, in the warm-up sets for the exercise, and then that way you can just get straight into it. And a lot of people have the excuse of spending hours and hours in the gym. They think it's gonna take hours, but it really doesn't. You just gotta be efficient with your time. Ooh, scat pull-ups, cheeky warm-up set, done. For the warm-up set, just really thinking about pausing at the top, just going slow on the way down, getting the muscles ready for the big set one, which is gonna come in about 90 seconds time. A little bro on his pull-ups as well, getting his warm-up set in. All right, gonna hit my main set now, so just going pretty much to failure on all of these and making sure I'm pushing, which is obviously where you're gonna get breaking down the muscle tissue and actually getting some proper results. Ugh. So that's the first set done. No weight on these, this is just body weight for me at the moment. As I was saying, I've just done my fat loss phase, so have lost a bit of strength. Usually we'll add a bit of weight to these, whether that's from a dumbbell or a dip belt or something like that. But at the moment, just focusing on getting my reps up, doing slightly higher reps. As you can tell from being out of breath, yeah, gonna get the reps up, and then over the coming weeks, gonna focus on adding weight so that I can progressively overload. Now going on to seated row, we just did a vertical pull with the pull up, and then now we wanna do a horizontal pull to hit the back differently. Just got to make sure we're set up properly, because at the moment it's a bit too low. It's not really hitting the upper back. So just going to drop the seat and see if that's better. Yeah, that feels nice. And to be honest, I could probably push this a little bit further. It won't go anymore, which is a shame, but we just want to get a full range of motion really, so that we can fully extend the arm and yeah, just access the full range of motion. So that's going to be good. We're just going to do a warm-up set now before we go into the main set. Let's go. Hit set number 1. You just got to make sure that you're actually pushing yourself to failure. So many people will leave the 4 reps before I would have stopped there, and then they're not seeing the growth. And that's when you're just wasting your time in the gym. So like I said, you don't need to be spending hours and hours in the gym, but you do need to be hitting it with intensity. All right, let's go. Set number 2, hit it with the same intensity, basically to failure. You've got to be tracking down your reps as well. So many people don't think about how many reps they're doing. You need to count that, write it down, so then you can progressively overload over the weeks. That's one of the biggest things we get our clients doing right from the start when they start their journey with us, is actually tracking down their weights in the app and what reps they're doing so that they can actually see their progress. Do a rear delt fly now with the dual cable stack with narrow cables so we can hit them properly. So we've done vertical pull, horizontal pull, now hitting the rear delts, back of the shoulder. going into set 2 on the dual cable fly now. We're getting through this workout pretty quickly. Doesn't need to take you long. You just need to, like I said, make sure you are hitting it with intensity. And we've just been doing 3 sets for all of these exercises today. You don't need to overcomplicate this, and loads of people try and make their workouts too complicated and fancy and changing up all the time, but you don't need to do that. And if you do that, you're probably going to get overwhelmed and you're not even going to be able to track your progress. So we're just keeping it simple, and we're keeping it short as well. Like I said, we're on a holiday at the moment, so we're just keeping it short and getting it done. Since the fat loss phase, so many veins coming through I've never even seen before. Just finished hammer curls, hitting the biceps, doing 2 exercises to the biceps. That one's hitting the brachialis muscle as well when you're doing hammer curls. That's why you get the veins coming out, which is the side of your arm there. And then now we're gonna do single arm dumbbell preacher curls. And we're doing single arm because we're just getting a bit more of a stretch when you do the single arm, because you can rotate your body, you can get a stretch like that. So that's why we're doing it. Gonna do the left side now, rotate the body, get the stretch, really slow on the way down, really feel the contraction. The good thing is about single arm as well, for if you're struggling to feel the mind muscle connection, you can put your fingers on your bicep so you can feel the muscle more and really get that squeeze. On single arms as well, like just unilateral exercises in general, what you need to do is always start on your weaker side, count how many reps you do, and then make sure you do the same amount of reps on your other side, and that's how you can fix muscular imbalances as well. All right, just dropping the weight for the 3rd set on this one because the arms are fatiguing, seeing as this is our 6th set on arms, as we did the hammer curls before as well. So down to 10 kgs, it's not a lot, but if you do the exercise properly and you stay strict with the technique, then you will feel it. It's a difficult one. And this is hitting the short head of the bicep. So we did, on our shoulders and arms day, we did an exercise hitting the long head of the bicep. Today we've obviously done the hammer curls and now the single arm dumbbell preacher curl. Enough talking, let's get it done. Let's go. Fucking hell. It's a tough one. Let's go. Feels like to start, but then falls off super quick. Now started off doing some cardio because not able to get as many steps as I was getting back when I was in Dubai because I had a walking pad at my desk. So I was basically just walking all day, every day, getting like 20,000+ steps every single day. And that's why, well, one of the reasons why I found it so easy to get so lean. A lot of people were asking me, and that was probably one of my biggest unlocks, was the amount of steps I was doing. Just found it super easy to get the activity levels up, and now don't have my walking pad with me. So what I'm doing instead is just adding in some cardio at the end of my gym sessions. Just getting the heart rate up a little bit means I don't need to get as many steps in, but also just getting the family out for walks and using that time to connect to people can be really valuable. And just, it's what I like to talk to our clients about all the time, is activity pairing and talking about like what can you pair together. So that's why, for example, the walking pad works so well. Things that I was going to be doing anyway, like with clients or consultation calls with potential new clients, I would just pair with doing steps. So it was a really good way of getting my activity levels up, but not needing any more time. Obviously just needed to buy the walking pad, but this is another example of activity pairing, taking this video whilst doing my cardio, right? So just thinking about what you can be efficient with. So many busy people that we work with, whether they're parents, professionals, business owners, they struggle with their routine, and this is really a big unlock for them, is thinking about how they can make things more efficient without spending more time. Like today's session was super quick. We did 6 exercises and we did 3 sets per exercise. Some of those were drop sets as well, and we had less rest in there. So it was really quick and easy just for us to get a good session, for me to have a good workout with my brother, who I don't see loads either. So it's just a good thing that you can do. It's the same with going on walks with family members, just using that time to see people as well. It doesn't need to take loads of time away from your holiday as well. You just got to fit in half an hour to 45 minutes of your day. You don't even need to be going crazy amount per week, even if it's just 3 days per week whilst you're on holiday, just keeping things going. We have a lot of clients that just do 3 days per week in general anyway, and they just stick with that for their normal routine and they see some amazing results for that. Like I've been talking about today, The main thing is being consistent with it and hitting it with intensity. That's why a lot of people struggle. They spend 6 days in the gym per week and they still don't see results. And then they get frustrated and then they give up. But actually, you don't usually need to be spending that many days in the gym. I usually do 4 days in the gym, and that's just because I love it. Recently, I've changed to 5 days when I've been pushing in my fat loss phase, and I haven't been doing as much running, but you can really see some great results just from 3 days. And it's about what you can be consistent with. That's how you're gonna make it into a habit. That's how you're gonna shift identity. So by me doing my cardio now, it means that I'm burning more calories, I'm getting moving, and I'm not needing to do as many steps later in the day, and I'm just being more efficient with my time, because as I said, I'm on holiday, so I can then spend that time better and more time with family later on in the day. So it's just overall works better and it's more efficient without it taking over my whole life. This is literally 1 hour out of my day, done and dusted. Probably only be doing this a few times this week as well, just to keep things moving and keep the momentum going, keep those standards there, and just make sure that I actually feel good after my holiday. So many people think that going in the gym is a sacrifice on your holiday, or not going all out binging is a sacrifice, but it's not. You want to come away from your holiday feeling recharged and reset and feeling good and not feeling fat and like you've gained loads of weight, right? It doesn't mean that you need to have a miserable time at all. It's the opposite. You just got to make sure those minimum non-negotiables are there. You keep moving, keeping active to some extent, not going crazy, and you can still have a good time, still enjoy yourself. I'm going to be eating loads of different foods. I already have eaten loads of different foods, but it's just about having the balance and picking and choosing where those moments are, because that balance is really where you're going to thrive long term. But I'm getting out of breath now, guys. Going to go up a level on the Stairmaster. So I'll speak to you guys when we finish the session. Okay, so that is the gym session all done and dusted. Back to the apartment now, and just gonna get a couple of hours of work done before spending the rest of the day with family. But before we finish the video, I just wanted to recap just by talking about the importance of making sure you keep your standards. Obviously, this is important with all areas of your life, whether that is fitness or your career or with your family. Whatever those standards are, you need to make sure you're keeping them. And that's why I really believe that your fitness is the foundation to everything else in your life. And that's why I will always make sure I'm prioritizing my fitness alongside everything else, because I really believe that it levels everything else in your life up. And that's why standards are so important. And what are standards? Standards are non-negotiable behaviors that you stick to. These are your standards, and you need to make sure that you're sticking with them, because what happens for a lot of people is the standards start to slip, and then all of a sudden you spiral out of control. So this doesn't mean it's just a case of discipline, discipline, discipline. You need to have the systems in your life and the non-negotiables that make discipline easier, and make discipline easy actually to the fact where sticking with your goals and staying on track is easier than falling off and going back to square one. And that's what proper systems and standards will do for you. And that's why I'm a big believer of them. And that is exactly why today I've been showing you guys what a day looks like for me, going for a gym session with my brother whilst on holiday in Spain, getting it done and making sure I'm continually leveling up as a person and for everyone else around me as well. A lot of people just see the gym as the gym, or just getting a workout done. It's not about that. It's a vehicle for shifting your identity. Even if you're not unhappy with where you're at, even if it's just a case of you knowing that there's more out there for you and you want to achieve more in your life, not even just with fitness, but in your career, whatever it might be, you've got a bigger purpose that you need to achieve. Your fitness is the foundation for that, and the gym is a vehicle to achieve that. It is a vehicle for identity, for standards, for leadership, whether that's with your family or with people at work, your team members. It's a vehicle for that leadership. And whatever those standards are for you and your specific goal for achieving your goals in your life, you need to make sure you set those standards. And for me, the standards are to not negotiate with myself, and to make sure that I'm sticking to the things that I said that I was going to do, and making sure I'm still sticking with my gym routine. It's just part of who I am now, because I have those systems in place to make sure it's easy, and it's easier than falling off track. It just comes natural for me. With the training, with the nutrition, obviously we've been going down more of the training side of things in this video today, but going to be taking you guys through more of the nutrition side. So if that's something that you're interested in, which I know a lot of our clients are before they start with us, then make sure you subscribe, because there's going to be a video on that coming very, very soon. Obviously, this video today has been running through more the training side of things. I do have a video coming on the nutrition side and how I stay on track coming out of my fat loss phase. So if that's something you're interested in, then make sure you subscribe, because that will be coming very soon. But as I said, it's all about balance with the nutrition too. I had my chicken and rice, the classic, earlier, but it still tastes super good. You can add the seasonings, you can add the sauces. It doesn't need to be difficult or long to make. It takes about 5 minutes to make. And then you've got a bit of balance there. Going to be going out for dinner tonight with family, with friends, and eating at restaurants. You can still do this. You just got to make sure you have the right balance and don't go all or nothing like I used to. I used to be all in or completely nothing at all. You just got to find the balance in between. If you can make sure that you're adjusting your habits in that way, that's really where you're going to thrive. So if you take one thing away from this video, just please remember that the workout is not the goal. The standard is, and you've got to make sure you're setting those standards for yourself and remembering why you're doing what you're doing and what that greater purpose is. So hopefully you found this useful, bit of an insight into my day and into my mindset and how I do things and how I maximize my training sessions. And if you want more one-to-one guidance on how you can achieve your greater purpose, how you can get in the best shape of your life, take back control, level up the standards, the systems, the habits in your life so that you can become the best version of yourself, then I'm going to put the link below to apply for our coaching program, to join my program, JHF, so that we can help you and guide you to become the best version of yourself. If that sounds like you and you're ready to take things seriously and really level up, then hit the link in the description and you can apply for our coaching program. But other than that, guys, it's been an absolute pleasure. That's all from me. I'll see you in the next one.